One, two, three. Who am I missing? Jerry.
It was good too later. Everybody enjoyed themselves.
Okay, who am I missing? I'm missing Councillor Harris. Am I missing somebody on that side? Oh, Jerry goes away. Can I call the meeting to order, please? All right, City Clerk. Town Council. Okay, good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Monday, February 27th, Common Council meeting. This is one that's falling in between our usual meetings. We have a couple of time-sensitive things we would like to get organized, so we are going to get started. I'm going to actually begin with the land acknowledgement, and Councillor Norton is going to bring that tonight to us. Councillor Norton, over to you.
Traditional territory of the Wolastoqiyik. The Wolastoqiyik, along with their indigenous neighbors, the Mi'kmaq and the Pesco-Tomaquati, signed peace and friendship treaties with the British Crown in the 1700s that protected their rights to lands and resources.
Let us pause for a few minutes and reflect. Okay, I'll ask everyone to please stand for the national anthem. Okay, City Clerk, next item.
Thank you, Your Worship. Next on the agenda is the approval of the agenda. There is one addition from Committee of the Whole that would become item 7.1, catalytic multipurpose recreational facility, professional fees.
Okay, and take a motion to approve the agenda. Councillor Hickey and the deputy on the question. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Next item.
Next is disclosures of conflict of interest, if there are any.
Conflicts of interest. Not seeing any. Next item.
Next is consent agenda.
Consent agenda. Agenda over to you, deputy, please.
Thank you, Worship. I would move 4.1 through to 4.3, please.
I'll take a seconder on that. Councillor Sullivan on the question. All in favor? Or do you have anyone right now? Question. All in favor? Okay. Opposed? Motion carried. Next item, City Clerk.
Next is item 5, members' comments.
Members' comments, 2-minute speed dial here. Okay, I have Councillor Hickey.
Thanks, Your Worship. Ready for speed round. As your representative on the board of Uptown St. John, it's Taco Week. That's it.
Sorry, Councillor Radwan.
Thank you, Mayor. That's great. I'm excited for Taco Week too. There's all kinds of restaurants that have some yummy looking tacos on Facebook and Twitter and everything. I also wanted to give a special thank you to Prude. They've been doing a fabulous job with so many opportunities to discuss Black History Month this month. They've done a fabulous job with that. And I just wanted to let people know that the Newcomer Center actually has a mixer on March the 2nd from 4 to 6 at their new location on 75 Prince William Street.
Thank you, Councillor. Councillor Harris?
Thank you, Your Worship. We have FCM as your rep for the Federation of Canadian Municipalities. Registration is wide open now for anybody who's looking for that. It's May 25th is when it starts, and everybody around this table now has a little pocket of money they can pull from if they want to go and do some engagement in Toronto, which is where it's taking place. So I know last year we had 5 of us go, and 4 of us go, sorry, and had an interesting opportunity to connect with people from British Columbia on municipal reform, had an interesting opportunity to connect with other port directors and teams from Vancouver and Montreal, and have discussions on our own port expansion with CEO Craig Estabrook. So it's always a lot going on with FCM, and certainly this year will be no different, especially since this is a minority government situation and we have a budget that's coming due that will have all sorts of new envelopes and opportunities for the city. So thanks.
Thank you, Councillor. Councillor Sullivan?
Thank you, Your Worship. Councillor Radman did a good job of talking about the community support around Black History Month. At St. John High, we had a student, Chanel Clemens, who deserves a shout out for organizing not just an assembly, but really a whole month of programming at St. John High that she took on as a project and gathered a team around her. It was fantastic. So shout out to Chanel and the work that she did. And I am going to be away at next Monday's meeting. So I am going to give a little early shout out for St. Patrick's Week and St. Patrick's Day here in St. John. I wish everybody a happy St. Patrick's Day. My family's got quite a history with the St. Patrick's Society in St. John. Your Worship, you were the first female guest speaker in history of the society last year. And maybe that was part of the inspiration, as the society has its first actual dinner since pre-COVID. One of the decisions one really good decision I believe in, and one maybe questionable. The great decision they've made is this year will be the first year that we are advertising and perfectly open. It is no longer a gentleman's only dinner. So I'm excited to be bringing my wife and my daughter along with my son to celebrate our Irish heritage. The questionable decision is they've asked me to be the guest speaker. So for anybody out there, if you're interested in learning more about the St. Patrick's Society and helping celebrate our Irish heritage in St. John, that is, as my high school history teacher said, if the U.S. is a melting pot, then Canada and certainly St. John is a tossed salad. Feel free to look for social media and you can reach out to me for more information. Thank you.
What's the date again?
March 17th.
Oh, I know St. Patty's Day, but the dinner is actually going to be on that
March
day. is it?
17th.
Okay, sounds
St.
good.
Patrick's Day. That's the perfect day for
I
St.
didn't know they were
Patrick's
having anything. Okay, sounds
Society
good.
dinner. Yep.
Councillor Killen, over to you.
Thank you, Your Worship. I love that call out of the St. Patrick's Day Society dinner. There's a great chance for anyone who has any Irish heritage to check with the MB Genealogical Society and find out about the incredible ancestors you likely have from a variety of backgrounds. My former relative, Thomas Killen, helped us get the pay on Saturdays here in St. John back in the late 1800s, along with his wife, Bridget Killen, who did a lot of work in tuberculosis care here in the city in that same time. So you can find out all kinds of interesting facts about your relatives through the society and through the Genealogical Society as well. And on another note, there was an incredible chance to cut a rug with Councillor Ogden and Councillor Harris this weekend for St. John West Days, where the team there, I'm a part of their committee for the 2023 St. John West Days, but it was really Hugh McGill, Betty Ouellette, Pat Riley, Marianne O'Hara, just this incredible, phenomenal crew of West Siders that were able to raise $3,800 on Saturday for the week-long event that will be occurring for the first time in 4 years. Over on the west side, it'll be an entire week of history. All the community centers are going to be holding historical talks. The community parks are going to be holding events. Queen Square is going to have a big thing. There'll be more dancing. The west side is going to be rocking in June of this year. So watch out for all the details. There is actually another fundraising dance happening in March. So if you're interested, I'm sure you'll find even more of council out at the next Legion 69 dance. So congrats to them for pulling this together. There's more announcements to come in the coming days. The city has been amazing in helping plan this. It will definitely be a big ol' homecoming event in the coming months. So we're super excited to put that on for everybody, and West is best. Thanks.
Thanks, Councillor. Councillor Norton, over to you.
A big thanks to the 13th team of the final 12 for anybody that got out to Harbor Station. So we talk about the power of recreation. So lots of lessons that can last those youth from those provincial high schools that got out to there. But congratulations to our St. John committee that's made that happen year after year after year. And there's nothing better I like taking from the Aiken Center in Fredericton than that final 12 tournament, bringing it right here to Harbor Station. So it filled up restaurants, it filled up hotels, and it provided some real good competitive basketball. So congratulations to our St. John committee that's, again, the successful host of a top shelf high school tournament. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor. Okay, I think that's it for members' comments. Next item, City Clerk.
Thank you, Your Worship. Next item is the item that was added from Committee of the Whole, and this is for catalytic multipurpose recreational facility professional fees. And the resolution for council's consideration is that council approve an expenditure of $120,000 plus HST for consultant support related to the scoping and costing work for the catalytic multipurpose recreational facility funding application.
Okay, I'll take a mover and a seconder on that. I got Councillor Hickey and the deputy on the question. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. And I will take a motion to adjourn. Councillor Sullivan, Councillor Stewart on the question. All in favor? Thank you, everyone.